dito sa Group B and the Group C. Baisha with their own clean 2-0. But ito na nga yung matchup natin for today. Macta versus CaraHouse first up. Anubis versus Vincent. Second, Imperial versus Gungarna. Third, and Ranking Esports versus X-Rock. Mamayang, I think that's the 7 p.m. game. Pero yun nga, we are gonna compare yung mga match record natin dito between the two teams. And it's basically gone at that point. Pero yun nga, from what I've seen dito sa dalawang teams natin, it's pretty impressive so far what they can achieve no dito sa very, very short span ng ating CFS season. And yeah, this is a culmination ng hard work para sa dalawang teams natin buong year. We have been competing, I think, since March or February yata. And I would say, you know, all the hard work is gonna probably pull up to this, especially, ayun nga, no, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, this is one of the most important games para dito sa Group C to decide kung sino nga ang nasa second place or at least lock in itong second place ng ating Group C. So I think we're gonna have the team intros in just a short while, guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure to drop a follow na rin dito sa ating Facebook, which is Crossfire Philippines. I think mas madami pang hanggang December 10 yata ang ating broadcast para dito CFS 2023. So if you do want to see the highest level of Crossfire, make sure to drop a follow. Pero yun nga, Pacific Macta, what are their strengths? Biggest strength dito ng Pacific Macta, how good they are, pagdating strategy and their explosive way of playing itong Crossfire. And para naman dito sa CaraHouse.2L, no, I would say they're also they borrow a lot galing dito sa China, that is for sure, especially pagdating sa kanilang strategy dito. And ayun nga, I would say they do a pretty good job, and especially nag-pay off yun dun sa ating last na event where CaraHouse did get a very high placing. Pero ayun nga, no, it's Pacific Macta, guys. Siyempre, kailangan natin maging bias onte kahit pa paano, at least try and see if we can give support dito sa ating Filipino team. And ayun nga, I'm looking forward to how we can compare dito sa mga ibang international teams natin. And yeah, I would say Group C, you know, kaya naman. In all honesty, Pacific Macta, I think 3BL didn't really have a good showing dito sa game natin yesterday. I think the biggest challenge nila is probably going to be Baisha Gaming. I think that goes for everyone dito sa group natin, in all honesty. So, di natin masasabi na this is a sure win, at least dito sa ating grupo. Pero yun nga, CaraHouse.2L, Pacific Macta, I would say it really depends on the day, no, kung ano yung kailangan ng Pacific Macta. Kung mananalo sila, I think they need Aldrin especially na maging on form dito sa ating series today. I think he is probably the most important player para dito sa Pacific Macta at the moment. The bench has been somewhat, at least nag-compare lang ako dito sa last tournament, guys, no. He's been somewhat inconsistent siguro. You know, minsan meron talagang mapa na mawawala si Revenge. Minsan may mapa na naandun si Tropang Revenge to go for the full carry. Pero ito na nga yung key players natin for both sides. This is gonna be Revenge versus Lucas. dito, but I think that also comes with the youth ng ating player na si Justin. I think Crossfire is going in the direction, especially dito sa PH, where yung younger players are now starting to shine dito sa mga tournaments natin. I think it's evident dito kay Yobib, and it's evident dito sa mga ibang players in PH as well. Yung mga ibang top 4 na top 4 dun sa fall final natin back in PH to qualify para dito sa CFS 2020. So I think we're going in a good direction, at least para dito sa ating Crossfire Philippines. Pero yun nga, CaraHouse.2L, I think it's kind of the same para sa kanila as well. I think them and Ranking Esports, parang yung laruan nilang dalawa, I think they actually scrim a lot together, itong CaraHouse at itong Ranking Esports, kind of sharing details or on how to improve dito sa game natin. It's kind of like a sword sharpening another sword, pwede natin tawagin dito. And ayun nga, I would say CaraHouse still very formidable foe. Siyempre, Vietnam on the rise, of course. Some really key players nga para dito sa side ng CaraHouse.2L. I would say Shady is insane, man. Shady and itong si Dola, those two pag online talaga para sa side ng CaraHouse.2L, they could be a threat at any game. Hindi lang dito sa Pacific Macta game, it also goes for para dito sa Baisha Gaming. I think the sky's the limit para dito sa Vietnam, and especially para dito sa CaraHouse.2L with the amount of potential na meron dito ang roster na to. And ayun nga, pag naluto ng tama itong CaraHouse.2L, they could definitely go for another top 3 finish kagaya ng nagawa nila nung isang tournament. And yeah, looking forward to what they can offer dito sa tournament natin. I'm actually kind of happy dun sa kanilang roster changes with as much as a lot of people actually liked itong si LDX. I think he was kind of yung very similar dito kay WN99, dito kay XU Loon, dito sa Baisha Gaming, where ayun nga, the player is good, pero ano yung pwede mo makuhang ceiling sa pagkuha dito kay JRK. And I think para dito sa CaraHouse, yeah, this has been paying dividends para sa kanila dito. Just like I said, yun nga, very similar dito sa Baisha Gaming with CZY at kay Baby. So big improvements galing dito sa side ng Vietnam. Pero Pacific Macta, of course, yun nga, other than yung kanilang explosive na potential, pwede natin tawagin dito sa ating laruan. I think the thing is with Pacific Macta is how fast they can improve in a very short amount of time. I think bigyan mo talaga ng Pacific Macta, they qualified, you give them 1 or 2 months, they're gonna present something new dito sa tournament natin, or at least present something na hindi ina-expect ng kalaban. So I would say Pacific Macta, yeah, it's in a really good spot, especially pag naaral nyo talaga yung laruan dito ng CaraHouse, how you're gonna counter itong mostly teamwork strategies na nilalabas dito ng ating Vietnamese squad. It's actually gonna be a sight to see kung anong pwedeng i-offer ng ating mga teams dito. But yeah, once again, we're just waiting for the team introductions dito sa ating tournament, as I'm gonna gloss on over dito sa mga ibang games natin at the moment. So after itong Pacific Macta versus CaraHouse, we are gonna have, if I am not mistaken, yung Anubis versus Vincent. Anubis, haven't seen too much galing sa kanila dito. In all honesty, I think I kind of skipped over yung CFWL pagdating sa mga VOD reviews. So yun nga, medyo limited yung knowledge ko pagdating dito sa CFWL, especially dito sa mga Egyptian teams natin. But ayun, Vincent Gaming, grabe, ganda ng kanilang first game dito, going up against the second seed of Vietnam. Brazil really never disappoints, and especially itong Vincent Gaming with yung experience dito ni Danimals, pulling through, and with their new tools nga dito sa ating roster. I think probably the organization is gonna look for another trophy, or at least a top 3 finish, pwede natin tawagin kung AG or Baisha somehow drops in form. Pero ayun nga, lagi mong iisipin, every CFS 2023 tournament, the Brazilians are here to perform. They're always the scariest team to go up against if you are a Chinese squad. Kasi I think, I wouldn't say the styles are very different, pero I would say the styles, they clash, or parang naka-counter nila yung each other at this point. So yeah, I mean, gonna be looking forward to ano pwedeng gawin dito ng Vincent. X-Rock versus Ranking Esports later. We're finally gonna see itong si Chow has been hyped for the longest time, and I've been trying to hype the guy for the longest time as well. Pero yun nga, guys, after all that yapping, we are gonna throw to the host.
Welcome to the CFS 2023 Grand Finals Group Stage Day 2. I'm Matt Andrews and we are live from Chengdu. Now yesterday our group stage kicked off with 3 thrilling matches. LCK surprised many people with the first map win of the tournament against Chengdu All Gamers, but AG turned it around to a 2-1 win. Vincent Gaming beat Ranking Gaming 2-0, and the reigning champions, Baisha Gaming, they started off strong with a swift and decisive victory over 3BL. You should be even more excited about today's matches as we have 4 best of 3s for you. Who will get their victories? Who will stride forwards towards their place in the finals? Now, before the game starts, we must thank our hosts Margate Entertainment and Crossfire, along with our partners VSPO, supported by Alienware and Morphling. The Warriors are ready, the battles are about to commence, and the teams compete to conquer! The first teams from the best places in Vietnam and the Philippines competing in the grand finals. Let's look at CaraHouse.2L. Dola, Rambo, Shady, Lucas, and JRK are CaraHouse.2L. And now welcome the pride of the Philippines. It's Pacific Macta. MVA, Justin, ZYK, Aldrin, and Revenge are Pacific Macta. The first matchup of our group stage day 2 is about to begin. The teams fight to see who will compete to conquer.
rated para sa side ng CaraHouse.2L. I think the way that he follows up some of the kills dito ng ating CaraHouse.2L squad is actually super important. I think very similar dito sa, back to the Baisha Gaming reference, no? Very similar dito kay CZY. Pag sinusundan niya si 577 going on the entry and vice versa, no? Yun yung maganda dito sa ating CaraHouse.2L squad. They're very liquid pagdating dito sa kanilang laruan. They can go anywhere and everywhere dito sa ating mga rules. Pero yun, dito na nga tayo sa ating mga map ban. CaraHouse Subbase. Oh, they ban Eagle Eye muna. Wait, that's actually really good. That is actually really good para sa side ng Macta. Eagle Eye gone already. So Macta, they are gonna ban Mexi. I think Mexi would make sense para i-ban dito. Unless they do want to take away yung compound dito ng CaraHouse. Mexico, okay. We're just doing the normal bans at this point. Map number 1, CaraHouse is gonna pick compound, most likely. Kasi, ayun nga, strong map first, and why not? And I think, kung matapang nga dito yung CaraHouse.2L, no, they're gonna first pick itong Ankara. But that's just for confidence sake. Subbase! Oh, hold up. Parang nag-practice itong CaraHouse.2L. As much as magaling tayo sa Subbase, no? Scary yung ginagawa ng CaraHouse at the moment where CaraHouse picks Subbase first. That means meron silang plano papasok dito sa map number 1. Pacific Macta has to tread water here just in case na meron ang plano na malala para dito sa Subbase. I think even yung Pacific Macta didn't expect yung itong video na mangyayari para sa kanila dito. I think it makes sense. Map 2, since bukas yung Black Widow, I think they can actually go that direction para sa side ng Pacific Macta. Map 3, 4 bans are actually going to be very important since wala tayong Eagle Eye or Mexico. And it's a good start. So Blacklist para sa Macta makes sense. You do want to always go Blacklist first dito sa Subbase para, pa din yung tapusin dito sa may GR side. Unless mas dependent kayo, no? As that defensive team pagdating dito sa Subbase, then you can definitely start dito sa may GR side. Pero, it is all preference at this point. Pwede natin tawagin. Pero Pacific Macta, Pacific Macta, I think it makes sense na Black Widow yung kukunin nyo dito. Black Widow. I wouldn't say Ankara. Ankara is masyadong 50-50 yung Ankara. I think if you want to eliminate yung variants dito, no? Yep. Black Widow. Woo! What a perfect take para dito side ng Pacific Macta. So, ban 3 and 4 is gonna be ban 3 and 4. I think it makes sense para dito sa CaraHouse to ban Ankara, actually. Kasi they already got what they wanted in terms of yung ban dito. But, yeah, Black Widow makes sense. Doesn't matter size. It's a 50-50 map, man. Pero, ayun nga. CaraHouse, Pacific Macta makes sense if ban dito yung Pacific Map ng Port was huge na sa kanila dito. I think they're also gesturing yung yun nga yung mangyayari. Pero ano yung baban ng CaraHouse? That's a true question. Oh, CaraHouse mismo yung magbaban ng Port. So, opportunity para dito sa side ng Pacific Macta to gain a favorable map para dito sa ating last map dito.
And speaking of last
oh my God,
map,
he popped out of
sa
nowhere,
akin?
pare.
Gulat ako din, nagulat ako. Pero malamang hindi ko may miss out tong laro ng Pacific Macta. So nakita natin dito yung mga maps natin. Subbase to Black Widow. Map 3, well, we are going to see the 50-50 here between the map of, well, it's going to be Compound officially na napili nila over the other map. So it's going to be Subbase, Black Widow, Compound as the decider map. Sa tingin mo, ano, maganda ba tong Compound pick na ginawa dito for map 3?
Yeah. Actually, I would have wanted Ankara, no, para sa map 3.
Okay.
I think, ayun nga, no, Pacific Macta is really relying dito sa kanilang experience dito sa Compound shining through. Kasi Ankara is more of a 50-50 map. CaraHouse is also really good sa map na yun. So they're like, okay, just like what I said kanina, I think they're trying to eliminate variants dito sa ating map veto. And it does make sense. Eagle Eye Mexico, the maps with the most variants already gone dito sa first wave ng bans natin. And ayun nga, no, it kinda makes sense yung entire veto natin today. But if I was to look at the grander scheme of things, no, dito R2G, I think Macta meron silang advantage dito since they don't have to play yung strongest maps ng CaraHouse.2L.
Okay, so good case scenario, nakita natin Pacific Macta, nakuha nila yung at least one of the not the best maps nga sabi mo ng CaraHouse. So this has the possibility to go good. Sub-base surprisingly is selected by CaraHouse, and with that being said, I know Pacific Macta pagdating sa sub-base nila, it's pretty good. So, iniisip ko dito, CaraHouse.2L, baka pinag-aralan na ng todo yung sub-base ng ng Pacific Macta. And yeah, baka maging parang LCK, parang kahapon, di ba? Ng map 1 against AG. Yun yung ginawa nila against AG. Nanalo sila dun sa mapang yun. So, with hard research, pwede mo talagang kunin tong mapang to and just, parang nakawin mo sa kalaban.
I feel scared though kasi, ayun nga, no, there is a reason why kung bakit pinili nila itong sub-base. Maybe there is something na nakita nila from the air scrims, maybe with other Viet teams, or ayun nga, no, CaraHouse.2L might have gotten some new tech siguro pagdating dito sa ating sub-base. But it is gonna be very interesting. It's a very brave dito para dito sa ating CaraHouse.2L. They're just like, okay, we dare you on one of your best maps. And ayun nga, no, yung analogy natin with yung mga tier lists pagdating sa mga mapa, I think this is easily an S-tier map para dito sa side ng Pacific Macta. Pero from prior experience, no, from seeing itong CaraHouse.2L, I think this is like an 8-tier, almost borderline B-tier map para sa kanila dito. Pero, I mean, pulling it out sa most important group stage game, dito sa Group C,
very important.
Very important. This is probably gonna decide kung yun yung second place dito. Dito sa Group C natin.
Assuming na, you know, Baiju, the defending champions, will always assume them sila first place
dito. Be first place, 3BL.
But also, that being said, kung maganda yung labanan kung maganda yung labanan ng dalawa dito, the second place spot can be decided as well as the third place spot. Alam natin,
still a wild card.
Yeah, there's still a wild card bracket, and right sa nakita natin kahapon, 3BL did not have the best start in the world. They only had 3 rounds, so that really puts them in the lowest of the low. So kung tutuusin, kung nakarami kang rounds dito kahit papano for either of these two teams, kahit natalo ka, you still have a chance to come back and make it to the playoffs. Albeit, kailangan mo pumunta sa wildcard stage, which is not the most reliable way to get in, pero it's still a way to get in. So, maganda yan for this matchup talaga has big stakes in mind. And tingnan natin, Pacific Macta, alam na natin, they can handle that pressure and they can fight even if they're pushed against the wall. CaraHouse, it's not their first time either to have this situation where it's a very high stakes. They are always, alam mo naman, salit-salitan sila minsan ng ranking esports, and alam natin CaraHouse.2L, they've had that experience prior in fighting in the grand finals of CFS grand final.
Yes, of course. And ayun nga, very important experience para sa side ng Pacific Macta. A lot of people like to say, na Macta should have went younger. Pagdating sa kanilang roster, kind of build around dito kay Justin, but I think there's still a lot to squeeze galing dito sa roster na to. I think this is not the final form ng ating Macta roster. I think madami pang laban meron dito si CYK. I think madami pang laban meron dito si Revenge. So I would say I wouldn't say this is the last dance, pero ayun nga, I think this is the chance to prove kung gaano ba talaga kalakas yung roster na to. This current 2023 roster. So
masasabi natin it's a very experienced heavy Pacific Macta. This roster has been sticking with each other for the longest time ever since, and again with the addition of Justin, it could be great throughout the whole year though. Pag-usapan natin, it's about kung yung international showings nila, medyo magulo medyo 50-50 minsan as for the local.
We're either 8th or 3rd place, which is crazy, no?
Yeah.
Crazy yung floor tapos yung ceiling ng Macta actually.
3rd place or 8th place, paiba-iba talaga siya. You can't say the same for the PH local because sa locals, they basically just dominate. Sila basically yung #1 team talaga dito sa Pilipinas. So, internationally though, it's a bit inconsistent. So, hopefully, during the downtime na nangyari, in between their previous tournament, international tournament, which was the APAC, I believe, kasama nila yung SGJ Reborn nun, pwede nila pag-usapan or pwede nilang, ano mo yun, ayusin yung inconsistency na yun. At yung little holes in their game, no? Pag naayos nila yan, they'll be in a much better state now. At makikita natin, as they are going to load up in this map 1, hopefully, they get this consistency and they keep it throughout this whole group stage. At tingnan mo ba, hype na naman si Aldridge.
That's probably like nung narinig natin sa bigaw yung CaraHouse going to natin.
Oh, ang tindi naman nito.
Jayo daw, Jayo.
So, ayan, papasok na tayo dito. Map 1. It is Pacific Macta na sa blacklist side and CaraHouse.2L ang sisimula dito sa Global Risk. Mukhang early CRMR control ang gustong gawin dito ng Pacific Macta. They do get it. Pero the smoke, hindi sila papapasukin dito sa locker room. So, just right amount of default coming up from both of these teams. Walang agresibong push dito sa kaagahang. Hinihintay lang bumaba ang mga utility ng CaraHouse.2L.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really blame itong Pacific Macta for playing passive. Itong CaraHouse, you know, they can turn up the aggression in just an instant, no? So, gusto nilang spotan muna just in case that there is gonna be some outside plays galing dito sa CaraHouse, which obviously wala naman nangyari. I think ZYK is gonna hold itong box room for a while, pero, I mean, overall, Pacific Macta, if they can spot itong A site na medyo vulnerable, no, with only Lucas holding it, pwede nilang i-slide in dito sa A site.
JRK nga, akala ko nakabantay din sa connector, hindi pala eh. Nakabantay pala siya sa vent. So, really, the A site is open for business as Lucas lang talaga nakatutok dyan. And if they do land their utility perfectly here, it's gonna be an easy entrance. Mukhang gusto nila paglaruin yung idea na pumasok dito. And it looks like that there is going to be utility thrown out, pero the counter utility nilapon ni Lucas dito. Nagbabantay lang, pero the flash will stop Pacific Macta in their tracks. At dahil dyan, kalmado lang sila. Slow it down. After the smoke sila pwede mag-push. And this smoke actually will deny a lot of information dito sa CaraHouse. It would create that pressure regardless. Revenge. Una na kapitas. Patay na si Rambo. Lucas. Wala na din. Pahubuhos na ang Pacific Macta dito sa loob ng A side. C4. Ibababa. Retake situation para sa side ng CaraHouse. Mahirapan na sila. Wala sa kanila yung numbers advantage. Dola, nakatungo dito sa taas ng screens at may labanan dito sa stairway gamit dito ni Shady, pero dalawa nakabantay dito. Aldrin and Justin is going to be the double setup here as it's going to be a 2v2 dito sa stairway, pero the flashbang is absolutely perfect, shutting down any semblance of a push na gustong gawin ng CaraHouse dito. At mukhang Pacific Macta ang kukuha ng unang round dito sa mapang to.
Grabe, what a beautifully built round galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. Kumuha sila ng stairs control, then they waited for the cross galing dito kay Rambo, kasi yung normal reaction talaga ng mga players natin is to go through itong doors natin, or at least dito sa may connector and towards mid. And nakatutok lang doon si Revenge. He was waiting for Rambo to cross to get that first pick. And Pacific Macta playing the base correctly, pero Dola gets to...
Clan war lang daw, sabi nila, sa loob ng CR. And dahil dyan, nahihirapan na sila kumuha ng space, but ultimately, Pacific Macta will push it out. And they do have the positioning, but the advantage right now, napunta sa CaraHouse, alam nila, nakabantay dyan si Shady sa dulo, sa gilid. Pero nakatakas na din siya sa likod ng boxes. Tamang tambay lang din daw sa 2F. And ngayon, Pacific Macta, hanap na naman ng ibang oportunidad sa ibang parte ng mapa. Nahihirapan naman sila dito. Pumasok sa lockers. So, it is going to be Revenge. Waiting for a pick-off. Nakita natin, JRK barely gets it out alive. It was a very scary position for him, pero buti na nakataka siya off that counter utility. And ngayon, pag-pusto din na pumunta sa control room, delikado din as Revenge. One shot, one kill lang sabi. Muntik pa makuha ng freebie doon kay Rambo. Pero hindi na natuloy. Tuloy na din ang mahuhulog. Ang mga Pacific Macta dito, iiwan na lang dito si Justin, ang bata. Ano yung pwede nang gawin? Smoke grenades. Creates opportunity to make space. Pero mukhang gusto niya pumunta dito sa A site. Umikot daw siya. king na niya kung pwede niyang kunin sa likod ang mga kalaban niya. JRK daw nagbabantay. Fully is aware of the possibility, pero kakasabi ko lang, biglang tumalikod. As JRK, hindi nakita. Nakadaan na pala si Justin. Lagpas na. 38 seconds left on the clock. Mahirapan na siya maghanap ng ibang pwesto dito. Vents area, papunta sa mid.
Yeah, I think low HP pa yung dalawang player. This is perfect para dito kay Justin.
Oh my goodness, the timing.
Oh, baby, check the corner.
Shady at Rambo gumagawa ng sariling crossfire dito, pero di nila namamalayan na may tao na pala sa likod nila. At ang pangalan niya ay si Justin na nakumuha na ng C4 as Shady. The footsteps was too much. At dahil dyan, nahulog na si Justin. Recovery coming up from CaraHouse.2L. Ramirez back din dito sa scoreline.
Yun nga, either he blinked or nakatingin sa bigyan for a second information. Pero ito kayong delikado eh. Dahil galing sa side ng CaraHouse.2L, they're so good at playing itong mga 4v5 situation or 4vx. Yun nga, they're just gonna send Dola once again to get any picks. And grabe, it's the replay of the last round. Pero isa lang nakuha niya this time.
Machine zone control.
Wow.
Being fought for by both of these teams. Na naman, numbers advantage pumunta sa kamay ng CaraHouse.2L. Pacific Macta daw, not in the worst position in the world.
What a shot.
Pa naman sila pumunta sa iba. Antindi.
What a shot galing kay Shady, man. He gets 2. Even though stuck na siya dun sa gilid, he's 100% dead dito sa machine room.
It's a freebie. Gets one freebie, then just gets a lucky one at the end there. Lucas. Babantay dito sa hagdanan. Revenge mustong. Lumandi dito. Wala siyang nahanap. Dahil dyan. Lang daw.
Big.
Vance Lurk galing kay ZYK. Coming out of this Pacific Macta, mukhang off these parang rat plays, no? See these quiet plays na napaka napaka hindi mo na malalayan eh. So, Pacific Macta, kung tuloy-tuloy nila to, especially coming up from this round, they might just get the proper read dito sa CaraHouse.2L and walang nakabantay dito sa B-side. So, it's an open and free for the plant if ever they do get it down. Ang tanong natin, ano yung defensive setup na pwede nang gawin dito gamit ng kanilang sniper and rifle setup?
Oh, scary position. Galing dito kay Rambo, though. He's quick on the flank dito sa may machine room. And if he can get an angle dito kay Revenge, which he does, naspatan niya na dito yung C4. So, he's really assigning a rotate already. Pero titingin ba yung Pacific Macta? That's the true question. Alam na meron isang tao sa shadow.
Di nila alam na may tao dito sa taas, no? Pero nung napatay na si ZYK, nakita na siya. It has been shown that he is right there in that position. C4 hindi pa nababa, unfortunately. So the time is ticking against Pacific Macta this time around, off on a tremendous position na nakuha sana ni Revenge. 1v2. Sniper shot. First hits. Pistol, pero wala siyang nahanap. And CaraHouse.2L is the one to secures the round.
Couldn't get the headshot dun sa second gun. Yun lang. Revenge. Nice try, man. Pero, ayun nga, I think we kind of forgot how aggressive Vietnam can be pagdating sa kanilang rotation. And did not look behind. Definitely a timing that you do not expect no, pagdating dito sa sub-base na walang control itong CaraHouse.2L at all dito sa may mid. But they love to play those big risky plays. And yun nga, big flank from the side of CaraHouse.2L and they communicated it correctly, pare.
Rambo, sakit sa ulo niyan. Boy, this time around, ibang pace ang ginawa ng CaraHouse. Hindi na sila lumaban dito sa MR. Pero sa lockers, naka-4 stack sila dyan sa locker room. Delikado to. It's an absolute Vietnamese firing squad pag lumabas dito Pacific Macta.
They're hoping for an overcommit galing sa Macta kasi kanina pa sila napapatay dito.
Okay. High-low setup. Dola. Si Lucas. Babantay na dyan sa Asads. Papasok na ang mga Pacific Macta dito. Justin, si MVA pala nakahanap ng dalawa. And equalizing that space change. 3v3. So, Pacific Macta, more room to play with. More options. I like the smoke grenade. It will deny the information against CaraHouse.2L. So, palagi silang mapipressure lang dyan sa locker room area. Kahit walang katao-tao dyan, di nila alam eh. So, it's a great pressure hold here by Pacific Macta. But I like Shady, the initiative for him to check, to really see kung may tao nga pala dyan sa smoke. But it might just bite him in the behind kasi si may tao din pala dyan. He tried to call the bluff, but it was real. And papasok na sila dito sa B-site as the plant should go down. At tingnan mo, nasa harap na talaga ito si Alden. Nakahanap pa ng isang pitas. Jan leaving Rambo all alone with nothing but his sniper. Tamang tambay lang ang hinahanap niya. Alden spots him out. Alam na yung impormasyon na nakatago siya dito. Pero smoked out. And it's almost like something that you cannot go through. Tingnan mo ba naman yan? It's a high-low crossfire setup, set trap. Lahat na maisip mong defensive setup na ginagawa nandito Pacific Macta. And it looks like it's over for CaraHouse.2L. Pacific Macta bites back 2-2.
Yeah, and it's really smart galing sa side ng Pacific Macta to kind of wait it out dito sa MOD. Pag nag-rotate sila agad dito sa A site, I think they're gonna face 2 enemies instead of 1 dito sa B, which is pretty smart guy sa kanila dito. I mean, I would have went for the full rotate papunta ng A site and just push that in considering nasa isip ko there's only gonna be 1 player in that position. Pero Lucas, oh, what a kill.
Lucas, Vents area control, and sinabi niya, ZYK shut down completely, pero buti na binawian ni Revenge. What happened there? It was a bit too slow, no?
I think nakita siya sa butas ng vent.
Wow.
What a
Hits
guess.
that shot. That's incredible. Revenge, picking up the pieces.
Yeah, he was counting in his head. Okay. It takes you at least 2 seconds para makabalik dito sa vent. So I think I'm gonna go for the guess shot.
Boom. And he gets it.
Gets it.
That's great awareness.
Yeah, 4v4 is better para dito sa BL kasi defense has to be split.
Pero masabi din natin to. I feel like that just goes to the experience na nakukuha natin from a person like Revenge. You ever think someone who's fresher or younger wouldn't have that experience or wouldn't have that knowledge to be able to take that shot dun sa Vents area and just to be able to capitalize on it and finding these opportunities for Pacific Macta to come back even in a round na kulang sila ng numbers. So that's the experience coming into play for this Pacific Macta squad as they are looking to go here to B-site. May isang nakabantay dito sa taas daw si Dolad. Alam na natin, delikado to sa pwesto niyan. As papasok na din dito sa mid, is going to be a B-split as trades coming out from the site itself. Justin nakapasok na pero wala siyang mahanap pa. Ibang Revenge though, nakandun siya ng isa for his team as he's stuck na 1v2. AWM ang nasa kamay niya and the time is definitely not in his favor. So mag-repo siya. Feeling ko, mahirap ang repo dito, pero 30 seconds na lang ang may iwan. Di na namalayan, nandiyan na pala siya, but it's very much well accounted for as this just a very, very strong defensive setup.
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame itong Pacific Macta for going for that locker room control, no? I think naisip yata nila na CaraHouse is gonna have a lot less priority pagdating doon since it is now a 4v4 and usually pagdating sa mga 4v4, you do like to play more passive pagdating sa mga sites natin and I think nagkamali lang sila when it comes to the priority sa pag-take ng sites on who take down as well. And yeah, they just didn't get the fights that they needed, no? Papasok dito ng B-site and they just got shredded dito ng CaraHouse.
Ooh, Woods control though. Gustong kunin ng Pacific Macta. They do have it, pero lumires back ang CaraHouse.2L. Gusto talagang paglabanan. Gusto pakita ng gilas. ZYK ang naiiwan dito para sa team ng Pacific Macta as umiikot na siya dito sa spawn. Naghahanap siguro ng parang rat play. Ang pagkaligtas-ligtas, hanap ng isa ligtas, pero ilang beses mo lang pwedeng gawin yan. And he needs to do it 4 times here. So, nakita niya si Shady. Di pa niya napatay. And off that, CaraHouse, alam nila kung nasan si ZYK and he just gun him down on the spot.
Grabe. I mean, this is one of the yung strengths dito ng CaraHouse. No? It's actually not just exclusive dito sa kanilang 5-man play. I think they play the body system really well dito sa game natin. So, ayun nga no, with Shady activating early dito sa game natin para sa side ng CaraHouse.2L. Getting that Woods control. That's si Dola na naman. He's gonna go for that kill.
Ooh, and Shady as well. Nakahanap din siya ng isa, ZYK. At least 2, making it 2 for his team. Recovering para sa side ng Pacific Macta. Gusto daw niya balikan to para sa side ng Pacific Macta as he's able to find. At ngayon, 3v3. Advantage for at this point is BL kasi they have to spread their defenses here or they have to give up a site kung gusto nila magsama-sama. At mukhang CaraHouse gusto nila to i-spread. So, dapat individual firepower galing sa ng CaraHouse, malakas. And B is the idea na gustong punta ng Pacific Macta and it might just be a bad one kasi dalawa na nakapwesto dito, si Shady at saka si JRK.
Yeah. Need to instantly take out itong si Shady. And I think yung making responsibility dito ni ZYK since he's the one first swinging dito sa box room. But he has to worry about Shadow as well. So madami niya kailangan bantayan na angulo dito. But look at this angle galing kay Shady. So thin.
Ooh, nakita nga niya, does chip damage, does also cause counter utility para tigilan ang push ng Pacific Macta dito. To smoke out siya, Aldrin gusto sana hanapin sa loob ng site. Pero dahil dyan, may smoke. It's basically a wall na hindi mo siyang pwedeng tingnan. Basically, blind ka dyan, bulag ka dyan, di wala ka makikita. So off that, CaraHouse.2L, they just make that and a choke point na bawal pakusan ng Pacific Macta. So, sa ibang parte naman siya ng mapa, ang pupuntahan. Mukhang gusto nila pumunta itong A site. C4 is already deep down. The connector grenade is thrown out. Revenge! Wow. Gets thrown out of the window dito sa woods. At dahil dyan, naiwan na lang si ZYK. C4, wala pa naman sa kanyang kamay. At isang tira lang galing sa sniper ng CaraHouse ang kailangan nila.
Yeah, I think itong Macta is actually overthinking dito sa ibang mga kanilang strategies. No? I think it's fine to go for that type of play, kind of distract itong locker room, get a bit of disruption on dito sa ating B side and then eventually rotate to A. And since umalis na dito si Lucas from his position on the A side, that's gonna be such a big removal. Pero MVA?
Change the pacing. Ibahan na daw. Bilisan na natin ang pagpasok natin dito. MVA. Gilas lang daw. Pasok lang siya. Hold W Gaming. Tamang clan war lang. And they are able to take the site. ZYK nakaabang dito sa taas ng vents area. Titigilan kung sino man ang mga miyembro ng Vietnam na gusto pumasok. And sige, ZYK gets shut down. And that opens up the opportunity for the side of CaraHouse.2L, especially at the fact na may woods. Sila gusto sana na pumunta pero may nakabantay na pala. Shady is able to find for one kasama din ng dalawa. Now it's down to a 2-on-2 situation here. Justin MVA holding out this position. Dito na lang tambay sa silo at nakuha pa ng sniper. Yan ang pangit dyan sa position na yan. Pwede pa siyang kitaan ng sniper and they're able to find the last kill na clutch out ng CaraHouse. They get the defuse as well. Timeout by Pacific Macta.
Yeah, I think masyado yata mainit yung Pacific Macta doon. At the same time, some really well-placed fights galing sa side ng CaraHouse. I think they kind of prioritize wood at first para meron silang at least flat threat para sa side ng CaraHouse. But at the same time, yung lumalabas galing dun sa small stairs natin, the shot in between the missile into the head ng ating main defender sa side. Ang ganda na ng play ni MVA doon. When you have a good spawn dito sa sub-base and you can force itong A site for sure. You can take down yung sniper or kung sino man yung nag-anchor dito sa site. And that's what MVA is good at. Magaling talaga siya sa mga plays na kailangan mo talaga pilitin yung timing dito para sa side ng PM. Unfortunately, after ng post-plant, not the best position, yung flash, they could have I think used yung flash a lot more. Ganda ng unang tapon ng flash dito ng Pacific Macta papunta sa thin stairs. I think they could have acted on that more siguro no, to kind of dwindle yung numbers, but I think they were kind of worried na merong magaling doon sa may heaven natin and I think wala na yatang smokes yung Macta at that time, so it was just pure vision yung nilalaro dito ng ating CaraHouse side. And at the same time, good patience galing dito sa remaining sniper ng CaraHouse.2L to kind of just peek in between itong missile. There is a small gap na you can see yung ulo ng player, whether or not they're going for the jump peek. And that goes for both ways, no? Pwede maging information yan para dito sa ating side player. At the same time, could be an opportunity para sa sniper player to just thread the needle, papasok na missile, papasok na ulo ng kalaban. And the map knowledge on point para sa side ng CaraHouse.2L. Unfortunate lang para sa side ng Macta na hindi nila ma-hold to kasi ang ganda na ng entry dito ni ni NBA.
NBA. Nasasayangan talaga ako eh. I'd feel, no? Pacific Macta, alam nila yung little gap dun sa missile. So sana
I think di sila
tinago
sanay sa
nila eh.
pace. Kasi CaraHouse is playing way faster than usual dito sa kanilang sub-base games.
CYK, nakalusot na dito sa vent area, nakahanap ng unang pitas. Just creates an opportunity here dito sa A-side kasama ng isang Granada pero di na naman namalayan na may tao na pala dyan sa stairway. And Rambo! Hinulog niya ang lurker ng Macta and finally ZYK. Tinuloy niya, I see Justin pala, the kid of the squad
Nice
is
shot.
opening it up for the Filipino team. C4 mapaplant na dito pero nalaman naman nila na may nakaabang dito sa woods. The gunshots is pulled out. Dola unfortunately does not find the right timing dun kay Aldrin. And Aldrin nakatambay na dito sa taas ng boxes and tamang crossfire lang ng Pacific Macta. At least 6-3 dito sa first half natin.
Yeah, not too bad. Galing sa side ng Pacific Macta, I think yung main strength ng Macta dito sa mapa na to is their GR side and how well they can defend itong mapa na to. But it is kind of surprising, no, galing sa side ng CaraHouse.2L, how well they played itong first half, especially yung ibang mga rounds na to. It's not even them going passive though. Ang dami nilang pinipilit na angles dito which have been working out in their favor dito sa first half.
Machine room, labanan, smoke grenade will deny all the information para sa side ng CaraHouse.2L at gusto nila pumasok dito sa control room. But it's just a grinder. At least si Shady nakahanap siya ng isa. Pero nakabantay pa dito sa loob ng site si Revenge. Ginagamit ang missile as a piece of covering. So, dalawang parte ng mapa pumapasok tong CaraHouse.2L. It's all up to Revenge. Mag-isa lang siya sa loob ng site and he does enough para sumugod ang mga kanyang kakampi at tulungan siya. And it's 3-on-1 right now. Rambo with a sniper of his own. This time, the tables have turned. Yung sniper naman ng CaraHouse ang nagbabantay dito sa A site. Hinihintay ang mga miyembro ng Pacific Macta para pumasok pero hindi pa niya binabawa yung bomba.
Yep.
Gusto niya maghanap ng ibang parte ng mapa pero si Justin, ganda ng pwesto! Getting it clean. Ang ganda ng depensa na ginawa ni Revenge sa loob ng silo.
Yeah, Justin was active too, man. Alam mo naman, when you're doing that type of movement, you just control A, control D, you know, making sure na you're active on the angle dito just in case na may swing na mangyayari. Good galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. And that's what I was talking about, man. Mas nag-shine itong Macta pagdating sa GR side. They're so good at defense pagdating dito sa sub-base. But I think that just goes for the map as well. Pero galing kasi sa playstyle ng CaraHouse.2L, galing sa first half, kailangan pa rin maging careful dito yung Macta kasi ayun nga, no, you can just get blindsided by yung aggression dito ng CaraHouse.2L. As much as I complimented itong body system ng ating Vietnamese squad kanina, they can easily go back to their 5-man play, no, yung kanilang main strength dito.
Clan war type of fight. Yun ang paborito kong fight. So, okay. Tama ka nga. They do need to respect the ability of the Vietnamese team to just do this parang 5-man na buhos as it doesn't seem like that is what they're trying to go for here. Default lang daw. Tatlong tao nagbabantay dito sa machine room as potential B hit ang kanilang gustong gawin dito pero nakabantay si Revenge at si Aldrin, yung dalawang Terminators yung tinatawag natin dyan as this first shot galing kay Revenge could make it or break it. Alam natin, it's usually just an information peak. Kung may naka-cross na, and this should be able to find at least one. He doesn't see any of them cross. And okay, at least pagpasok ng site, nadali si Z Lucas. Pero tuloy-tuloy ang trades na ginagawa dito ng CaraHouse. At least si Aldrin and Justin, the riflers of the team, showing up.
Freaking go.
And 1v3, naiwan na naman to si Rambo in a clutch situation. C4, wala sa kanyang kamay. Aldrin na spot na kung nasan siya. But the no-scope is good.
Holy moly. Kasi yung C4 is in a really bad spot.
It is.
Site, pero MVA is not acting on it. Doesn't have to.
This is smart play coming out from Pacific Macta. So we're going to see an absolutely amazing heroics galing kay Rambo. Kung gusto niya, balikan to. C4, pinaplant. Justin, namalayan niya. Nandiyan na pala sa locker room. Gets a spot. He's able to hit the shot. Yes! And now down to a one-on-one with Rambo. Clutching it for the team of CaraHouse.2L. Ibang klase to. Kasi pag may hawak siyang baril, he will hit those shots.
Grabe. Rambo, not to be underestimated. Galing sa side ng CaraHouse. Can also do his fair share of clutches. Ang ganda na sana ng round ng Pacific Macta doon. Some good shots. Galing dito kay Aldrin and a good shot galing kay Revenge to start things off sa round na to. But this is what I was talking about. That 5-man aggression papasok dito sa A side. MVA has to be ready.
They really do have to be ready. Pero papasok na. CaraHouse, Stairway, Granada, stopping the push, delaying the push. So CaraHouse, gusto nila bigyan to respeto. But the flashbang, it's actually a smoke. Is gonna be thrown out here, just trying to deny that information. Nade stack, MVA, tumakbo. Wala na yung anchor ng A site, forced to back away. It's the game of zones, but si MVA lumalaban pa rin as Rambo in another clutch situation. This time around, sabi ng Pacific Macta, hindi. Sa atin na to, tuloy-tuloy na natin to. And there we go. That's the defensive setups ng Pacific Macta dito sa GR side, pare.
Grabe, MVA just playing dodge nade dito sa ating side. He does not want to get hit by those 3 HEs na palipad na papunta sa kanya dito. And Pacific Macta, what a recovery from that last round. Grabe, Rambo with a huge clutch moment, but I think they're overbearing dito sa game natin. Pacific Macta giving CaraHouse a taste of their own medicine with their own aggression dito sa yard.
Revenge, gonna have to hold the fort as long as he can. Mag-isa lang siya dito. Kung makahanap pa siya, isang lang ang nahanap niya. But that is enough. Pacific Macta is able to rotate off that single kill na ginawa ni Revenge. Nade stack, tinapon dito sa missile. CaraHouse, tumatambay lang. Both of these teams in some kind of stand down right now. It's a standoff, rather, as they are just trading utility here. Smokes, splashes, grenades, HE. Lahat na maisip mo. Ninatapon na nila dito, frag grenade, as well as they are just trying to make sure. And this is such a smart patience coming out from Pacific Macta. Ayaw nila uminit dito masyado pag hindi nakaplant yung C4. So, there we go. C4 is planted. Mas gusto nila gawin tong retake situation na to. And it looks like that will be the case. Woods is open for the taking. Dalawa nakabantay sa stairway. But Dola nagbabantay dito sa screens. Pacific Macta gumagamit ng yung bababa na dito sa hagdanan, and that'll be their first point of entry. Di nila malayan na may tao na pala sa likod nila. Tingnan mo ba naman, papasok na ang Pacific Macta dito. Aldrin, ZYK, it's just a clean retake. And they will have more than enough time dito sa kanilang defuse as Pacific Macta with the very smart play of waiting for that retake.
Yeah, I mean, I think si Rambo, inassume niya yata na wala na silang control dito sa may woods and it's occupied already by a Pacific Macta player, so hindi niya pinush yung aggression doon. I think it would have been a good play para dito kay Rambo to get back into wood and try to get a flank going dito sa may heaven side natin, but yun nga, no, that assumption was wrong by him, and CaraHouse.2L, they paid dearly for it dito sa A site. Grabe, what a good teamwork play galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. I'm actually glad to see yun yung nangyayari dito. They're looking like a well-oiled machine, pero reality is, CaraHouse pa rin yung may lead dito, men.
Oo. Pero isa na lang yung agwat. That's the good news, no? And that goes to show yung improvement na ginagawa ng Pacific Macta throughout the whole season, no? Nakikita natin, nung nauna ko silang nakita, firepower was always there. Never ko yung tatanungin, never ko yung question. But feeling ko, mid-round calls, medyo nagkukulang. Alam mo yun, the synergy was a bit shaky at the start of the year. Pero as this progressed, yung season, no? Kumagaling na talaga sila. I love yung call na ginawa nila doon. Imbis na mag-hold na doon sa screens, labanan nila. Alam mo yun, uminit ng onte. Hintayin yung C4 plant and then play for the retake. And that just perfect for Pacific Macta.
Yeah. Buti na lang, it was a wrong assumption here by the side of Rambo na hindi niya pinush itong stairs. I think if he pushed stairs, would have been a bit of a disaster para sa Macta kasi they were kind of hanging around dito sa may mid-connector natin. And one spray would have been the end of it. Pero Macta too aware of what's happening dito sa round natin. Pero at the moment, not much movement, man.
I also wanted to, call out yung call na ginawa ng Pacific Macta last round. Apart from playing for that retake, in the early round, literally kaka-start lang ng round, nakapasok na pala sila sa mid, and parang fina-funnel nila ang CaraHouse papunta sa woods, forcing them to go A. And Revenge just needed to land one, and that was perfect for him. But this time around, it is a setup na ginagawa dito sa hagdanan. Lucas finds the entry for the team of CaraHouse. Nakapasok na ang Vietnamese squad. MR though, may ibang labanan. Somehow, there's still players there na lumalaban sa B kahit yung C4 nandito na sa A. And it is going to be another retake situation here for the Philippine squad as same setup ang ginagawa dito ng CaraHouse. Dalawang tambay sa stairway, isa nagbabantay sa missile. So this time around, will they find the right timing for them? Bumaba Pacific Macta ng hagdanan. Gusto nila pumasok. They are able to scale. Nakuha nila yung space. And all it takes is a spray down from Aldrin. Pero with the time...
You guys are scaring me, man.
Oh my God.
We have it. Pero oh my God, Macta.
Okay.
You are... It's so scary, man. It's planted for front side since lahat naman sila naka-position dito sa may stairs and sa slope. But it's big galing dito kay Aldrin to go first, no? Kasi ZYK was actually pressuring itong big stairs natin. So walang choice yung dalawang players ng CaraHouse but to look there. And only one player was watching itong site. Grabe, what a good three-man play galing sa side ng Macta. And look at this aggression once again. Pinapalasan na naman ng CaraHouse. Ang lakas ng Mac dito.
Pero si Dola yung nakapitas. Sige, another smoke grenade will deny them the information entirely dito sa MR. Pero that's not the best advantage kung ikaw na sa GR side. Kailangan mo na i-spread out yung sarili niyong defenses as ZYK. Unfortunately, nahuli siya dun kay Dola.
Yeah.
Feeling ko tumatalon siya sana sa palabas.
I think he was expecting that he would have gotten a kill dito sa may forklift natin. Pero I think CaraHouse was expecting something random para sa side ng Macta since 7-7 yung score. I think they're really trying to get yung lead dito sa game natin. So responsibilities get heavier para dito kay Revenge. No? He's either anchoring itong A site by his own in its entirety or papasok na lang siya dito sa may heaven and look for a pick dito sa may doors. But this is good though. That means close proximity itong si Revenge dito sa site natin and potentially CaraHouse.2L ito yung gagawin nilang strategy. Just a good old B split pero MVA if he can get at least 1 or 2 galing dito sa may locker and keep control para sa side ng Macta, they have another angle to play with dito.
Iwan siya dito, MVA. Bantay sa lockers. And Revenge, heavily fortifying it, helping out dito sa mid. Could be the best setup for the situation right now. CaraHouse, pag di nila to na-clear, pwede sila madali dahil kay MVA. And it looks like this setup will reward Pacific Mactas for the moment. Naitao din sa taas si Justin, no? Nakatambay dito sa 2F.
Justin needs to shoot first.
And there's no person in A side, so the heavy stack here B could be perfect for Pacific Macta. Unang pitas, nakahanap si MVA. Trade as Aldrin equalizes the numbers. Gusto nila lumande dito si Aldrin pero na-taken siya down to red life. 3-on-3 situation na dito. Di pa na sila nakapasok ng site. CaraHouse, siguro naman ngayon, alam nila na B is heavily fortified. So they are going to have to rotate Vents area. Nandito ba din si Shady? Gusto pa mang-lurk as Justin though, lumabas na ng spawn area.
Oh, look at Justin.
He's in mid.
He's
Papunta
chasing.
na sa woods. Habulin niya yung C4. And sige, mamatay si Revenge dito. Pero si Justin, just like the situation na ginawa niya kay Revenge, tinalikod niya. And there's no time for CaraHouse. Pacific Macta playing for the objectives. Mission success for the Filipino team.
Grabe, what a play. What a play from Justin. Grabe.
I love that.
Tinapangan min yan ang tapang ng Pinoy. Going for the full flank, going for the full chase dito sa C4 and blindsided itong CaraHouse.2L. And what a clutch play. We needed that galing sa Macta, especially naging 4v5 sa start ng round.
Again, mid-round calls na ginagawa ng Pacific Macta. Gumaganda at gumaganda. Naging mas planchado sila ngayon. As for this early round though, CaraHouse gustong sumubok kay Aldrin. Pero sabi ni Aldrin, bawal kayo pumasok dito. Akin tong control room na to. And they are stuck dito sa loob ng control room kasi may isa pang nagbabantay sa loob ng A site at ang pangalan niya ay si Revenge. ZYK, umiinit.
Oh, doesn't have to commit to it.
Pero this is such a good angle for him. Makita niya kung sino man lulusot dito sa stairway area. Hanap siya ng isa. Shady,
Yes!
Revenge, dalawa. Kahit hindi siya naka-sniper. And he'll find the last shot dito kay Rambo if he will peek it out of this flash.
What a no-scope galing kay Revenge. And what a defense from the side of Pacific Macta. 5-man mid-connector was the strat galing sa side ng CaraHouse.2L, but that hold was crazy. Big damage sa papasok ng mga players dito. And even at death, pare, grabe low HP na lahat ng CaraHouse members. ZYK with the proactivity para ipasok yung vent. He didn't overcommit for the jump down dito sa my control room. Instead, he just watched the slope kasama dito Revenge, and even if he died, na-convey niya information dito kay Revenge, getting the double kill, first with the sniper, then with the Colt right after. 9-7 match point for map number 1 ng Pacific Macta, and this might be yung trap card ng CaraHouse.2L flipped against themselves dito, pare.
Oo sabi daw nila, lumaban tayo dito sa sub-base. Again, Pacific Macta daw, planchado kanilang sub-base. Yes, they were able to get 6 rounds dung first half, pero nung na-switch na sides to GR, there have just been some mid-round calls na mali yung basa ng CaraHouse. When it came to that one round where the timer ran out, nakita natin, naka-stuck dun sa B. Gusto na pumunta sa B. Kahit may numbers advantage ng CaraHouse, nagulat ako of the initial contact. It took them so long to rotate back to A. At dahil dyan, nahabol pa ni Justin. Still able to get the kill and still was able to put down the time. So, di ko alam na nangyayari dito sa CaraHouse pagdating dito sa mid-round calls nila. Parang may bit of hesitation na nangyayari with this Vietnamese squad right now, especially this second half.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about, man. Yung Pacific Macta, one of their main strengths talaga is how quick they can improve in a very short amount of time. And even in a span of a game, no, ang bilis nila mag-adjust pagdating sa mga laruan ng CaraHouse.2L. And the CaraHouse.2L, I think they made a mistake na kind of showing most of their cards dito sa first half, dito sa kanilang GR on what they can possibly do, what type of play or what type of play style yung represent nila dito. Pero ay nga na Pacific Macta, just adjusting accordingly. Good calls galing dito kay ZYK. And 9-7 Macta with the match point, pero hindi pa sila safe. This game is not done yet. They need to get 10, pare.
Something I want to point out din, no? You did say nga, yes, they did have a trap card din sa GR side. They have some special tricks. Pero sa nakakita ko, sa totoo lang, that those tricks aren't really that, you know, complicated or that unique. Alam mo yun? Parang if you were to play a good game of sub-base, parang it's something that Pacific Macta is familiar with. Hindi siya nagkakaiba or hindi siya parang alam mo yun, well-studied parang ginawa ng team ng LCK kahapon against of AG. But with that being said, it's a different pacing ginagawa dito ng CaraHouse. It's a repeat of the last round, but this time around, it's Revenge. Nakahanap siya ng dalawa, pero uminit ng masyado dito. Dahil dyan, bumawi ang CaraHouse.2L off the back of Dola.
Wait, they can see you C4 galing sa mid. Yeah, they can stay safe here.
Justin could have
lang.
found the perfect pickoff, but they do eventually get the C4, forcing them to go to this retake situation. This time, it's the reposition coming up from MBA. Papunta na sa vents area. This could be the tactical repositioning na gusto ng Pacific Macta, and CaraHouse might be taken off guard just off this, and it's going to be a rotate all the way papunta sa lockers. Di ata isipan ng CaraHouse na may isang miyembro ng Pacific Macta na nakalusot na pala dito. It's actually mid. Ang pinuntahan. And MBA, unfortunately, could not find the last kill along with Justin. So CaraHouse just able to take them out of that crossfire.
Sayang yun. If Revenge could have took out the third guy dito sa may jail natin, I think it would have been entirely more winnable para sa side ng Macta.
I think it would have been over.
But yeah, it would have been over. But you know, man, we're human. Sometimes we miss shots, sometimes we hit it. And CaraHouse in that round, they just hit the shots that they needed. Itong si Aldrin instantly got taken down dito sa B side as well. Not the side that you want to see by yung Pacific Macta when your anchor is already taken down immediately. Pero Revenge, get some slight information na this could be a woods push. And NBA, last time na madami nag-push dito sa A side, it didn't go well para sa kanila dito.
And he's all alone here. As si Justin nga, nakatambay din dito sa taas, pero
big
he has no timing. But tama ka nga, ang Granada, tumama. It does even more damage. This time it's a flashbang. Aldrin and MBA nagbabantay dito sa loob ng site. Si Justin as MBA Swan Man defense for Pacific Macta. Closing it out, and you can see him. Grabe, excited, hype na hype. And that's the energy na gusto natin makita dito sa Filipino representatives natin. Congratulations Pacific Macta sa pagkuha ng Map 1.
Grabe, and you can see the disappointment in the face dito ni Rambo. He played so well dun sa game na yun. And also si Shady. Shady had 11 headshots nung natapos na yung game na to. And despite yung loss dito ng CaraHouse.2L, I think ayun nga, it's still a very good game of Crossfire in between dalawang teams natin dito. But unfortunately, mistakes after mistakes galing sa side ng CaraHouse.2L Blacklist side. And you know, Pacific Macta, they're a bit of slow starters no pagdating dito sa mga mapa natin. Especially pagdating dito sa subbase. But you give them that smidge of momentum pagdating dito sa global risk side natin. And this is gonna be A-okay para sa kanila dito. And Pacific Macta, I love to reference palagi, CaraHouse is a very headstrong team mentally. Pero that goes for Pacific Macta as well. Pag maganda yung laruan nila sa ibang mga rounds, they start to believe in themselves more. Especially itong si MBA nen. MBA, if you crank up the aggression para sa kanya dito and he hits his shots, grabe, he becomes such a dangerous man. And dun sa last round na yun, sobrang tagal niya nabuhay dito sa A-side. Hindi in-expect ng CaraHouse na may umiikot pa dito galing sa side ng PM. Well played first map. Map pick ng CaraHouse goes our way, pare.
Revenge. Look at this hold. One man hold ang ginagawa dito. A lot of the members of Pacific Macta when it came to these A site
the representative of yung mga half Filipinos, no? I think it's still a very dangerous map number 2, pare. Ayun nga. I'm only half biased, no? Half biased, half I don't know, EU kind of stuff. So like I can't really be biased dito sa EU, man. Pero ayun nga, Pacific Macta, MVP, Aldrin. And when you know Aldrin's fragging, pare,
animated now. Angas niyan.
You should have seen Revenge's makeup, pare. You should have seen Revenge's makeup.
What, really?
It's very funny.
Naka-makeup siya?
Naka-makeup si Revenge, and ayun nga, you should see the beauty of etong si Revenge. Pero yun nga, men, Pacific Macta should not be di dapat sila makampante dito sa map 2. Black Widow is a very teamwork-oriented map. Kahit sabihin natin, individuals really shine sa mapa na to, the 5-man plays galing dito sa CaraHouse kind of play really well dito sa map number 2 natin. So, Pacific Macta, they should still be on their toes just in case. I think they should still go for the same things no na ginagawa nila dito sa subbase natin. Go for the aggressive control sa mapa, especially dito sa A-Long. If you can put Revenge in a really good spot dito sa Black Widow, it's gonna be such a hard map para sa side ng CaraHouse. Pero, ayun nga, man, that's it. That's all I have to say about it.
With that, we're gonna go to map 2. Pero bago muna yan, we're going to go to a quick break. Please stay tuned. Welcome back po dito sa CFS 2023 Grand Finals. Ako ulit si R2G, kasama ko dito si Sneaky Frog, and it is a banger of a first map na nakita natin from Pacific Macta as they take the
do we have enough experience na hindi na sila magugulat sa kahit anong tinatapon dito ng CaraHouse.2L? That's
feeling
still
ko,
up in the air, no?
feeling ko,
Feeling ko.
yeah, you can feel it up in the air. Very fair, pero feeling ko, oo. Kasi mapa to ng Pinas.
For sure.
Pare, lumabas na ako ng bahay ko, I see the A side of Black Widow right on my street, man. It's mapa talaga to ng Pinas. So, it's, as we are going to hear to the game in shortly nga, we are going to have to see apart from the knowledge of the map, apart from the technical, no, I also want to put in here the experience and the parang ano ba yun, yung feeling ngayon ng mga teams. So, makita ba natin with CaraHouse after such a crushing loss. Then sabi mo nga, yes, they have a strong mindset, but after a loss like that, even the strongest team can still feel a bit irked. So, CaraHouse, if they have recovered from that type of loss, then and if they go back to a safe mindset, and that's going to be important dito sa mga starting rounds. If they are able to get a little bit of momentum dito starting rounds, that might just put them back in track at pwede na ito i-come back, bring us to a map 3. With that being said, other side naman, Pacific Macta, early rounds, pag nakuha nila, momentum might chart just continue and roll those
Oh my
and
God,
roll those.
ZYK.
They just keep going.
Are you good, bro? Nahulog si ZYK pa nga sa upuan na. Yun lang. Oh, man. Hope you're good. He was laughing. He was laughing his A off, pare. Grabe. I mean, that's good, no? Parang just to break yung tension dito sa team natin, yung mga ganun pangyayari na even if you lose itong round 1 natin as Pacific Macta, you're still like, okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh!
Revenge! Unang makahanap kay Rambo, wala na ang sniper ng GR side. Lalaban ka sa akin?
Nope.
Wag na wag ka lumaban sa akin. Revenge being consistent so far dito sa series natin. Finding off the first pick-off, that opens up a whirlwind of opportunities for Pacific Macta. Tino mo ba naman? Already, the B-site, iniwan na ng isang tao dito. Si JRK nakatambay sa box. Papasok na sila dito. Eventually, as the flashbangs and the smoke will continuously be thrown out, NBA nakahanap siya ng isa and walang nahanap si JRK kahit nakatambay siya sa likod ng boxes. Smoke grenade, tinapon na for the door area. C4 will be planted down. NBA shot in the dark. Lucas na lang ang naiwan dito. Nasa labas. Ang dami niyang kailangan gawin para kunin tong round na to para sa team ng CaraHouse. Tapos na flashbang pa siya. It is almost impossible. Parang ang hide and seek ang laro mo. Pero lahat ng hider may barel. And there we go. Pacific Macta, first blood dito sa second map.
Yeah, that looked like prop hunt more than anything, pare, for Lucas here. Unfortunate para sa side ng CaraHouse. At the same time, bit of a mistake. Ayun nga, no, as much as I do expect itong a lot more aggressive plays galing dito kay Rambo no, to try and offset yung ginagawa ng Pacific Macta. Bit of a mistake dito sa B-side set nila kasi no one was playing window. Window is such an important spot para dito sa B-side especially, no, kasi you can see the entirety of the right side of site. You can have so much vision. Timing?
Oh,
Oh, nakita ni Rambo. I think Revenge back off.
Okay. Pero this time around, it's a different type of fight na gusto gawin dito ng CaraHouse. Pero handang-handa ang Pacific Macta para sa gulat na to. They are able to find for 3. Naiwan na lang dito si NBA. Ilan ang mga kuha niya? Isa. And that's all he gets. ZYK na lang ang nag-iisa dito na 1v2 situation. CaraHouse though, imbis na magsama-sama sila for the trade-off, they decide to split into both of the sides here. And as I say that, nag-rotate na to si Rambo, papunta sa mid, papunta sa B, as ZYK, parang may sixth sense na paramdam siya na walang tao dito sa A side. Yeah. And he's just able to should be able to take this side for free. I don't like this going under. Pero baka nakita niya yung timing dito against Rambo.
Let's see if the Alde Blood activates, pare, the clutch gene.
Oh, Rambo, nandyan sa kanan mo, pare ko. Goes up to the window. Mahuli siya sa likod ni Rambo.
I think he was spotted by Shady na habang nagko-cross siya papuntang window. That's tough. Tough, pero mali yung guess dito ni YK. I mean, this is what we expect galing sa side ng CaraHouse, no? Pinakita na nila to dito sa subbase this time of aggression na they're gonna try to get some map control right off of your hands. And ayun na nga yung nangyari dito sa may B waters natin. They just kept fighting and they come out on top.
Woohoo! Revenge! Muntik na mahanap si Rambo dyan. Rambo actually taken down to red life. Lucas din, may damage siyang nakuha dito. Pero hindi naman it's not the worst situation. Rambo kasi naka AWM, so okay lang naman pag naka
I like yung
red
adjustment,
life yung
man.
sniper.
I like yung adjustment, man, na magkatabi na dito si Justin at si MVA. Kasi kanina yung problema, like, Justin was on an island, pare. So, he only got 1 kill, pero may trade after trade after trade na nangyari dito sa may B waters. And, ayun na nga, it's just CaraHouse with the advantage that time. Pero, si YK, saan kaya pupunta dito yung Pacific Macta? They're just trying to poke around kung makakuha sila ng opening pick dito.
Oo nga eh. Tamang tambay lang, hanap na ng tamang sitwasyon dito as they are just probing for information right now. If lead is in their favor. Pero dami pa nilang kailangan gawin. I feel like naghihintay sila at this point ng aggression galing sa side ng CaraHouse. Siguro hintayin sila maging mainip. At tingnan mo ba naman, ZYK, pabalik na dito as MVA actually fighting a bit dito sa B lobby. Does not commit though as mukhang gustong gawin tong Pacific Macta go off to an instant pare. So
Yeah. But they have to be careful about Lucas though. Kailangan ni-insta-clear nila si Lucas dito kasi this is such a dangerous headshot angle, no?
pwede mong lason eh. Justin, nahanap siya. Tinatry niya i-wallbang. Pero Lucas, pwede pa din makahanap ng isa. Pero si Dola finds the trade. As Shady, sa kabilang parte ng mapa, nakahanap siya ng skill of farm self-revenge. Gets the kill, but the damage has been done. Rambo, low life na din.
Big.
Shady, masyadong uminit dyan sa mid-side. Di niya namalayan na si MVA nagbabantay sa mid-door. JRK spots him out. Alam na nag-crush siya. So, as Revenge picks up the M4, now it's down to a one-on-one dito sa A site. Resback coming in as it is now one-on-one Revenge. JRK and Revenge clutching it up for Pacific. Macta ngayon, pare.
Nice. What a good round galing sa side ng Macta. The remaining players, medyo naging unstable yung round na to, no, dahil sa ginawa ni Dola dito sa long. It's a good shot dito kay Aldrin. But what a recovery. That mid-play was worth it. Galing sa side ng Pacific Macta. And grabe naman yun, ZYK. I think gave them a full sense of security dito. Rambo finally gets revenge. On Revenge, pare.
Nainis sa Revenge, pare. Nainis na si Rambo kay Revenge. Masyado na daw. Palagi niyang ginagawa yan, and at that point, he's like, you know what?
To be fair, he's been playing the exact same angle for
Totoo.
4 rounds natin, pare.
In fairness, Rambo's also been playing the same angle.
Yeah, it's like, man, that's the classic Black Widow. He just
Average Black Widow setup.
Ego
pare.
the same angle, no, every time.
Every single time.
ZYK is gonna pick up the sniper though, so at least available pa yung sniper dito.
Well, now makita natin dito as they do pick up the sniper, but yung maganda dito sa CaraHouse, di nila binibigyan ng Pacific Macta dito, not really aggressing out from any of the extremities. Siguro A-long lang, pero they are there na parang set up. So that's more likely more of a defensive setup at that point. So passive play, ngayon galing sa side ng CaraHouse. Actually very smart from the Vietnamese team. Tumatambay lang, naghihintay. So far, wala pa naman. Wala talaga.
Yeah.
Pacific Macta just fighting for the right time of part of aggression here, and CaraHouse, no need to have these aggressive peaks out, and especially not at this part of the round.
Yeah, they're switching gears here. Kasi nakuha nila si Revenge. They got what they wanted dito sa round natin. So they already got itong si Revenge. They don't need to really overextend for anything dito. Which is also good para sa side ng Pacific Macta kasi wala masyadong rotation na nangyayari. But now, this is the aggression, the timing na hinahanap dito ng CaraHouse and Dola.
Dola.
Kasi YK speaking.
Nakita niya si Dola eh, pero
he's out.
I just opted to run away. I don't like that idea. He did have the C4. I guess it was just a matter of time. MVA. Ang galing talaga niya mang-entry kahit tumatalon siya, wala siyang pakialam. Pero si Lucas galing sa kanilang likod.
Oh no.
Tinitigilan ang plano ng Pacific Macta dito as CaraHouse is able to get that next round off. 2-2 na yung scoreline dito.
Yeah, couldn't kill the corner player in time. Naka-rotate na agad dito yung sniper. Pretty close game so far as expected dito sa Black Widow. The first half really is just a back and forth.
Tingnan mo ba
Tingnan
naman?
naman,
Puro
5
MVA,
MVAs
pare.
and a single Rambo. To be fair, they kind of look alike, no?
One's just wearing a Pacific Macta jersey, and the other one is just wearing a... Oh, I love the adjustment! Galing dito kay ZYK, off the adjustment of Pacific Macta. Expected Rambo na manggugulo na naman dyan sa woods. At nadali din siya as Justin actually finding Dola na gusto din lumandi dyan. the stage.
Congratulations to Pacific Macta winning our first match of the group stage day 2. NBA are MVP of that. A big win for the Philippines. Tell me, NBA, how did you feel about playing CaraHouse as your first opponent?
Excited kami makalaban sila ulit kasi lagi kami naglalaban eh. Tapos, lagi kaming match. Nakabawi kami sa kanila.
We are very happy with the win. It's been a rivalry between our team and CaraHouses, so we are grateful to have the victory.
Which of the players of CaraHouse do you think was giving you the most trouble?
Wala.
Nobody.
Nobody. Okay. Is this the year? Actually, no, let's talk about the second map before I come to that. Let's talk about Black Widow. Black Widow was going extremely well for you. Why? What was the team communications like during Black Widow?
Maayos yung comms namin tapos nag-uusap kami ng sangayon pa play.
The comms are great as we planned. Just great comms overall.
You were enjoying yourselves, though. It was fun.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I know there's a huge Filipino community. I've been out and hosted the Invitational Manila. It was an awesome experience. I know how proud you are. Is this the year the Philippines are in the grand final?
Oh,
Of course.
It's that simple. Yes? Why?
confident kami. Ayun lang.
Because we feel very confident.
Confidence goes a long way. Pacific Macta, congratulations. First win of the day goes to the Philippines. Now we'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We've got another thrilling best of 3 to come next.